All right, Max, speaking to you live from El Paso at ringside. Coming up, a super featherweight bout featuring Floyd Mayweather with a record of 9-0 and 7 knockouts up against Louie Leija, who sports an 18-3-1 record, 14 knockouts as well. The big story tonight is Floyd Mayweather, 20 years of age, originally from Michigan, now resides in Las Vegas. He comes from the Mayweather family. His father is Floyd Mayweather, a former contender. His uncles are former world champ Roger Mayweather and Jeff Mayweather, and they'll be in his corner tonight. Floyd Mayweather, this will be his first 10-round bout. He's currently ranked 28th by the WBC. If he wins this fight tonight and looks impressive, chances are he could move all the way up to, say, 15th in the WBC rankings. Floyd Mayweather, 9-0, 7 knockouts. In fact, in 6 of his 9 fights, he's ended it in 2 rounds or less. Mayweather at 20, Leija at 24. Mayweather 5'7.5", Leija at 5'8.5". Mayweather checks in at 131 to 132 by Leija, and a 3-inch reach advantage by Floyd Mayweather, and that could be a telling factor in this fight tonight. Here's the Texas rules. Scoring 10-point must system is in effect. The 3 knockdown rule is in effect. Standing 8 count is not in effect. Saved by the bell in the last round only, and only the referee can stop the fight. Keep in mind in this bout right here, Leija, with a record of 18-3-1, has been struggling of late, so this is a crossroads fight for him. And of course, with Mayweather getting his shot live on HBO tonight, he has an excellent opportunity to develop a reputation nationwide. Floyd Mayweather at 130 pounds, a former bronze medal winner in the 1996 Olympics. He was the first fighter in 20 years to beat a Cuban. In that fight that he did lose in the Olympics, it was a controversial loss to a Bulgarian. And as I stated moments ago, he has an opportunity tonight to really put his stamp in the boxing profession, where he can develop a reputation nationwide with a big performance tonight. Tremendous crowd on hand here in El Paso tonight. A crowd of approximately 6,000 fans. Very loud, active crowd tonight, and they're anxious to see a great bout. Louie Leija hails from San Antonio, and he at one point had won 14 consecutive bouts before he was upset by Daryl Pinckney in the first round in his hometown in January 1995. Now Leija recently won 4 in a row before losing the NABF junior lightweight title bout to Jesus Chavez last March. He has power in both hands, but he does get hit frequently. He's a stand-up fighter too frequently, and that should work to Mayweather's advantage. Actually, with Mayweather's style, with his quickness and his polish, he's an excellent opponent for him tonight. Let's go to Michael Buffer in the ring.
In El Paso, Texas, where tonight Top Rank Incorporated, Lester Bedford Promotions, DMP Productions, and your undisputed, undefeated King of Beers, Budweiser, present professional boxing for your entertainment. Sanctioned by the Texas Department of Licensing and Regulation, Executive Director Tommy V. Smith, Boxing Coordinator Dickie Cole, Deputy Executive Director in attendance at ringside Henry Molina. The 3 judges scoring this first bout on a 10-point must system will be David A. Harris, Oren Shellenberger, and Gale Van Hoy. And when the bell rings, your referee in charge of the action, Jerry McKenzie. And now, ladies and gentlemen, a special 10-round bout. This is in the super featherweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing black trimmed with gold letters, weighing in at 132 pounds. His professional record, 18 victories, 14 by knockout with 3 defeats and 1 draw. From San Antonio, Texas, introducing the Louisville Slugger, Louie Leija. And his opponent across the ring in the red corner, wearing purple trimmed with white, weighing 131 pounds. This Olympic bronze medal winner has a perfect professional record of 9 consecutive victories with 7 knockouts to his credit. Fighting out of Las Vegas, Nevada, presenting the undefeated pretty boy, Floyd Mayweather.
Well, Louie Leija, as I mentioned moments ago, has a perfect style for Mayweather. He gets hit too frequently, and one of his curses in his career is that he comes out cold in the early rounds of the fight, and that could be an opportunity for Mayweather to capitalize on, and we'll see if that develops tonight. This is a crossroads fight for Louie Leija. His cousin, by the way, is Jesse James Leija, former WBC champion. Opening round action, 10-round bout. Super featherweight bout. It won't take long to see just how skilled, how gifted a fighter Mayweather is. Extremely polished at the tender age of 20. And he's content just working that jab here in the early going. Leija is really yet to throw a punch. Leija being extremely cautious. Needless to say, has enormous respect for Mayweather. Mayweather just landing a right. Well, Leija's been unable to get that jab in. And he's going to need that jab to work Mayweather effectively. Neither fighter connecting here in the early moments of this fight. This is a big fight for both warriors here. Mayweather just slipped in the right. He lived with that right twice there. Now he's getting the jab in. Now the left hook. 3 consecutive shots off that left by Mayweather. Oh, and he goes down with a stunning right. A stunning right cross. And Mayweather immediately instructed to go into a neutral corner. That was a sharp right, thunderous right that sent him to the canvas. Now Mayweather's all over him. He wants to end this early. As I said, Leija frequently comes out cold. That's what happened against Daryl Pinckney in his hometown in '95. And Mayweather's all over him here in this corner. Flailing away. Leija is in dire straits. And the ref steps in. Another standing 8 count. It's the best thing that could have happened to Leija there, because he was about ready to go down again. Very impressive performance by Floyd Mayweather. Another right, left uppercut. Leija needs to clinch here. Needs to do something to try and hold him off. He's just standing up there against the ropes. That's the absolute worst position to be in. Mayweather with another left and a right. And Leija finally clinches to try and save himself in this opening round. Tremendous opening performance by Floyd Mayweather.
You letting him get off too much. That's what's happening. You letting him get off too much. You got to go right over his jab with that right hand. You got to back him up. Okay, you're giving him too much room, Louie. Feel okay?
Yeah. Good. You got to get busy, Louie, if you can. You got to get busy with that hook, Louie. Look at him, that's wild. Just work.
Louie, right off that jab. As soon as he throws that jab, you got to take the jab away from him. You got it?
All right, let's check out this knockdown here. Look at that crushing right. There's no doubt about that one. Give Leija credit for getting right back up on his feet. Some fighters would have stayed down from that blow. Leija has a new trainer in Jesse James. Here's where the standing 8 count comes in. As you can see, Mayweather must have landed a dozen blows here before the ref stepped in. He has a new trainer, Leija, and a new cut man, but it doesn't seem to be doing any good. He needs to move in because he's giving Mayweather the perfect range to fire away at him. The crowd's chanting Leija, so apparently they've adopted Leija as their hometown boy. This is a crossroads fight for Leija. He had won 14 in a row, but since then his record's dropped to a total of 18-3-1. Mayweather's feeling awfully good in the ring, and as he's done on previous occasions, begins to showboat on us once in a while when he really feels good. Good left by Mayweather. And again, Leija's caught in the corner. Mayweather's doing an excellent job cutting off the ring. Leija that time, for the first time, slips away. Good slippage that time by Leija, using his veteran skills. Mayweather's throwing a lot of leather here in the opening 2 rounds of this fight. Leija just can't get that jab in, and that's what's really killing him in this bout. Mayweather has absolute no respect for his punching power. Good shot to the body by Leija, but it didn't do any damage. Once again, Leija's giving Mayweather just simply too much room in the center of the ring. Mayweather's corner hollering out to him to pop that jab, and he's been utilizing it with machine gun readiness. Well, Leija's been able to stave off the onslaught somewhat here, but the problem with Leija is he hasn't been able to cause any punishment. There's a good sharp left by Mayweather, backed him up against the ropes. Well, another right, and he goes down again. Another big right. Well, Leija gets back up with the count of 9. Interested to see if Leija can go right uppercut, and he's wobbling again. Another left. Right to the body, right shot, and he goes down again, and that's the fight. Simply overwhelmed Louie Leija. Tremendous performance by Floyd Mayweather at the tender age of 20. Remains undefeated, upping his record now to 10-0 with 8 KOs. Second round TKO here in El Paso. So he's presently ranked 28. With this being his first 10-round bout, don't be surprised to see him move up to 15th or 16th in the WBC rankings. Extremely impressive performance. His big blow was that right, but he also was hurting him with that left jab and that left uppercut.
How you doing? I want to say hi to everybody in Vegas. I want to say hi to everybody in Grand Rapids, Michigan. I want to thank Family Fitness. I want to thank Eniche, my sponsor. I want to thank Thayer. And I want to thank my father, Floyd Mayweather, my grandmother, Bernice Mayweather. I done it for y'all.
Floyd Mayweather's father is at a halfway house and be getting out next month. He was convicted several years ago on a drug charge, and I'm sure Floyd's going to be happy that he'll be reunited with his dad next month. His dad obviously is a very proud man tonight. Okay, here's the first knockdown of this round. There's that right. That's what he hit him with that first round. That's what he went down on the first round. All right? Here it is again from a different angle. All right, here's the end of the fight. There's that uppercut. Beautiful uppercut. And the left uppercut. Showing such an arsenal of skills here in this round. There he showboats a bit, misses with the left, comes back with that right. Right here. Comes up on top with the right, and he goes down, and the ref stops the fight. There's no question, he's a multi-talented fighter. Look at this. The uppercut and the right. Just simply too much for Louie Leija to handle. And I'm sure Leija, at this point, realized he didn't have a prayer, and he was thankful the ref stopped the bout. He's a gifted boxer, Floyd Mayweather. So Leija, unfortunately, will now fall to 18-4-1, and his future is very much in doubt. Leija's only 23 years of age. Let's go to Michael Buffett.
Gentlemen, referee Jerry McKenzie calls a halt to the bout. The official time, 23 seconds of round number 2. The winner by TKO victory, still undefeated, pretty boy Floyd Mayweather Jr.
Floyd Mayweather Jr. winning this fight, his first 10-rounder. And bigger days lie ahead for him. We'll be seeing him going up at... We'll be seeing him facing a contender, I'm sure, in the top 20 in his next bout. Mayweather now with a record of 10-0, 8 KOs, and this will be now his 7th fight that he stopped his opponent in 2 rounds or less. Let's go to Larry Merchant with Mayweather.
Boxing 11 rounds a day in the gym, working hard to get this victory.
Since you have such a fighter's background, are you impatient to get to a title fight, or are you just willing to let it happen as it happens?
I'm willing to let it happen as it happens. I don't want to rush nothing. I want to take my time and take one fight at a time and go out there and do what I got to do. I just want to, thank God for giving me the opportunity to come out here and do what I done tonight. I thank Roger, I want to thank Jeff, and I also want to thank my dad, Floyd Mayweather, back in Grand Rapids, Michigan.
All right, Roger, you've been a champion. How far down the road, how many fights does he need before he can step in against the best fighters in his class?
First off, Floyd is a well-poised fighter. We always fought more like a professional fighter. And we think that the case with Floyd is just a matter of timing. Keep getting the guy with more experience than him, get more experience. I think by the time he got about 15, 16 fights, he'd be ready to fight one for the championship.
Congratulations again.
Thanks, and I would like to thank my new sponsor, Nietzsche, from New York City.
Well, you heard it. Another 5 or 6 fights. I think he can go up against a champion, but you can bet with his next fight he'll be tested against a contender, a world contender. Once again, Floyd Mayweather winning on a 2nd-round TKO. He's now 10-0, and Louie Leija drops to 18-4-1.